What's up, man? Hello.
規則正しい生活だと人は錆びちまうぜ。つまんねえな。でもまあ、毎日お前のそばにいるなら飽きることもねえかな。よっしゃ、今日は何する？相棒。へん。
What's up, man? Hello. Oh, thanks for the donation. Tell you what, that's not going towards, it's not going towards buying Visions of Mana. That game is, a mess. Dude, what is wrong with this game right now? Are you seeing this? What the heck? What's wrong with Visions of Mana? Shader compilation stutter. The shader compilation stutter is really bad. So, I'm not buying that one. Dude, the game is all bugged out right now. What's going on? What the hell? Kinda needed to, like, just work normally. What gives, man? Why is it... It's in full screen. Why is the menu glitching out? This game's been really buggy lately. Kinda irritating. Alright, you gonna work now? Yes? No? Maybe so? Alright, that was really weird. That's some creepypasta stuff right there. I don't know why the menu kept like scrolling off. It's alright. Almost done with this game for today. Bad port because of shader compilation stutter. Somehow they spend millions of dollars on games, making games and porting them to PC, then they don't seem to realize that they're not fun to play if there's so much shader compilation stutter. Should be like the bare minimum. Says a lot that Stranger of Paradise is memed on for being a bad port. That game of all things has shader compilation stutter. I mean, it has pre-compiled shaders. Samurai Warriors 5 as well. That game has pre-compiled shaders, so you just have to stare at a black screen for like 2 minutes and it doesn't stutter. I don't know why it's so hard for big companies to not do that. This game is tweaking out right now. I don't know what's going on. Dude, what is with this menu? Can you work normally? Dude! Does anything just work like normal? I can't click on anything. Why is everything broken? It's like nothing works the way it's supposed to anymore. Come on! What the fuck is wrong with this game? Why is it doing that? Here, I'll try playing it right now. I'll give it one shot. Trying to not be Chrono Triggered today, so I'll turn in my dailies on my Steam Deck. I don't know why the hell PGR is all broken today, too. They must have, like, done a hotfix or something.
Visions of mana.
And I'll give this one more shot. Try to get this game to work. If I see one stutter, I'm noping out of buying this.
I'm on it.
I'll deal with this. I can deal with this.
You sure made quick work of them.
It's moving a little fast, huh?
This is a good time to try out the powers.
Nice stutter.
Is time slowing down?
I'm getting so tired of being a PC gamer. If this is the best you can do, then just don't port the
Keep your
game to
guard up
PC.
walking through here. The Dud Bears will love this.
The sky sure is bright. I love this kind of weather, especially after leaving Blizzard. Anything would be better. Don't you feel more energetic too, though? It's amazing what clear skies can do. Sounds like Rambo agrees with you.
No, I'm not playing this. Can't put the bare minimum of effort. I think some people don't realize that's why they don't give us demos sometimes. Because I was like kind of interested in buying that game, but it was already a hard sell because it comes out the same day as Gundam Breaker 4 and Shadow of the Ninja. But now I'm definitely not buying that game. I'm not buying it at launch anyway. I might check it out on sale if they fix that damn stutter, but that is just unacceptable. I've already been through that area like 3 times too, and it's still stuttering. I'm like, yeah, I'm not spending my money on that. Sorry. Actually put more than 2 days, a weekend of effort into your PC port, and maybe I'll spend $60 on it. If it's gonna stutter and drop frames that much on this computer, then they're not getting a cent from me. Plain and simple. Someone said that turning the VSync off would fix the stuttering, but it's still doing it, so that's fine. I don't have enough hours in the day to play like 2 big RPGs that come out the same day anyway. Yeah, I hope they're ready for to get review bombed, having it released in that state. People are not going to be kind to that game, I'll tell you that much. They got to know what's coming to them if they don't fix that.
Please select a storage.
Well, thanks for releasing the demo, I guess.
Proceeding to
Saves
the
me
lounge area.
$60. I'm definitely not paying for anything that runs that bad. And that's the thing, it keeps stuttering and dropping
Permanent
frames
transport is ready.
when you like
Wishing
push
you the best
buttons.
of luck.
It's a good way to get me to not buy your product when I have to fight with it, even though I have a very good computer. Unreal Engine 4 is a great engine. It really is. It's given us a lot of great games, but when they can't do the bare minimum to make sure it doesn't run like crap, and like your entire first experience with the game is a stuttering mess,
Transport is ready.
I don't really have a lot of forgiveness. Especially for an action game. You know, for like a turn-based game, it's more of a nuisance than something that completely breaks it, but you put out an action game and it's stuttering every time you push a button, that's just not acceptable. It's not a hard thing to fix either, it's simply just compile the shaders at launch. But yeah, something's wrong with the way that that game works, because like it's dropping frames a lot too. really hope Gundam Breaker 4 port is not going to be like that. Or running way worse than it should on good hardware, and then shader compilation stutter. You'll be the first to find out from me, because I'm probably going to pre-order that game today. I like the network test. I wish they would just let us test on PC. Know if we're getting scammed or not. Know if we're getting scammed on an actual non-functional product. No, they never let us. It's rare to even get a demo on PC. It's nice that they put out that demo for Visions of Mana, but I don't think it did what they thought it was going to do, which is get people to buy the game. It did exactly the opposite. Like, any chance of me buying that game at launch is gone now. I don't want to be frustrated getting something to run properly when I just invested like almost $1,000 in this computer. Should not have problems running anything. Should be just turn it on and work. That's the whole point of upgrading your rig. That's fine though, the combat didn't really seem that great anyway, so probably for the better. I'm prioritizing Gundam over that game. Now that I said that, Gundam Breaker 4 is probably going to be a stuttering, broken mess too. I'm going to pay for that game with kitty sitting money, like most of it. I don't know how keen I am on buying that off Humble Bundle. Very high chance it's going to be a broken port. So I think that game is on Unreal Engine too, and I don't trust Bamco to actually tell them to do pre-compiled shaders, because no one seems to want to do that anymore. Like, how hard is it, man? People can handle a load screen if it means that, like, actually playing the game is not going to be miserable. I'm not a big fan of constant load screens, but you know, it's fine if it prevents stuttering. Stranger of Paradise does that, of all things. That's a horrible port. That's one thing they got right. Yeah, you can't really have a game based around parries and execution and stuff and have it like be stuttering all the time. On the light side, the problem is that when they make games like that, it essentially means that if it's an action game, it's miserable to play. That's precisely the problem. Every time you push a button, it's going to be stuttering the entire first time you play it, which is not good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out, challengers!
This game is pretty cool. Not sure why they needed to have co-op, but this game's pretty solid. I've only played it for like 2 hours. You can give it a shot. Game's got too many load screens, though. Got that woe-long Stranger in Paradise problem. It's just like way too many load screens. The game is fun when you get to play it, but it needs to load like way too much. Should definitely let you just pick the path that you're gonna go on, and then just like at least cut out like half the load screens. That was what really sucked about Wolong roguelike mode, is like such a huge chunk of it was loading. Game was so poorly optimized. So poorly optimized that it had to load like just a straight combat room like this took like 60 seconds to load. That's what kind of turned me off that game. Someone said if you get all the way to the end of that, like, it's probably a couple hundred hours of loading, which I believe. That seems pretty realistic. Play that game that long, most of it's gonna be loading. What's up, Shakespeare? Hey, thank you for helping me yesterday. Just kind of wasn't in the headspace to really reply, but thank you so much. Yeah, I tried Visions of Mana, but it's terrible shader compilation stutter, so I'm not buying that game. It can spend like $50 million making a game, but then nobody tells them like, hey, maybe we should compile the shaders at launch instead of you know, making the entire first playthrough miserable. I don't like Hades that much. Hades is all right. I definitely think it's overrated. For what it's worth, I like the new Ninja Turtles Hades game than actual Hades. Well, one of the things about Hades 2 that got complaints about was that you only get one dash. It has like a fiscal year of cooldown, and then you couldn't cancel out of animations. So the Hades clones actually do feel a lot better than actual Hades. I think most people would agree with that. Because like the first patch they put out for Hades 2 was exactly that. Was making it so you weren't locked in animations. I don't know why, how they got that far making that game and not realizing that that was kind of an issue. You're gonna have permadeath roguelike. Character's responsiveness has to be on point, period. Otherwise the game just doesn't function. Well, Souls games can get away with you playing a fat oaf. A big, beefy, slow knight, mostly because it's not permadeath. You have permadeath in anything, the game mechanics and the way your character controls need to be on point. Otherwise, the game just doesn't feel good to play. Which one of these is best to go for? Attack speed. I love me some attack speed. What do we got here?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out, challengers!
It's like those Euro shmups. One of the things that always feels terrible about those is they try to make them bullet hell games, but then your hitbox is the size of Texas, so it doesn't feel good to play. That's like one of the biggest things that's noticeable about Euro shmups compared to like a cave shmup or something. You try to make it bullet hell, but then your hitbox is like the size of the planet Earth, so it feels like trash to play. I think the funniest thing about the Hades 2 release was that people were complaining about having one dash and being stuck in animations, and then you had people defending it, like, saying, oh, you need to think about your attacks. I'm like, well, if they give you one dash, and it's on a fiscal year of cooldown, you kinda can't really think about it, can you? And you can't cancel out of stuff. You get hit by things because you have no player agency. That just feels like trash. And then the developers agreed. Because they fixed that. They're not budging on having more than one dash, but they did at least, make it so you can animation cancel. Yeah, it's always funny when people think, oh, you guys are just complaining, or you guys are armchair game developing, and then the developers agree because they actually listen. I mean, that's why Hades was successful in the first place, was because they're very receptive to feedback. Nobody was expecting a perfect game frame one. You just need to be able to listen to feedback and fix things within reason. Reasonable people that bought it aren't expecting, like, aren't expecting them to add, like, 50 more characters or anything. Just, like, you know, make what's already there a lot better. That's all it's really needed. Alright, I'm gonna take this revive, because this next boss is pretty difficult. There are sometimes, I think, the way that how quickly they backpedal is like very business motivated. Like Wo Long, they nerfed the first boss like 4 times. That boss is not that hard. The thing about that boss is if you can beat that boss, you can beat the rest of the game. But they nerfed it like 3 times. And I feel like the only reason they did that is because they were getting a lot of refunds. Probably getting a ton of refunds. I'm like, you know, you dumb down this game to make it more accessible, but then, like, people still can't even beat the first boss. So, like, was dumbing the game down that much really a good choice? Because clearly it didn't accomplish what it was supposed to. If people are getting filtered by the first boss, then dumbing down the combat to that degree was pointless. It pushed away people like me. The game got better over time, but that game was incredibly dumbed down and just felt worse to play than Neo 2 in every way. It's like, well, you dumbed down the game this much and it didn't make it more accessible. because people are getting filtered by the final boss. Not the final boss, but the first boss. The boss took me like 15-20 minutes to get past. It's not hard.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well, it's just like they dumbed that boss down so much that, like, why did you need to dumb down the game, the combat? Because clearly that didn't do anything. You know? Gamers aren't always right, okay? Gamers aren't always right. There definitely are times where they are right, and if you listen to them, you'll get good success, but I don't know, man. Long became a good game eventually, but it was really rough at launch. Could you stop doing that, please? Stop turning invincible. Nice. Will I ever get to attack? That's like the fourth time! Once quit the running away constantly. Can I play the game, please? Just run away some more. Nice, just keep moving constantly. Don't move, please. boss was shit. Moving constantly and running away.
Excellent performance!
That's alright, I cleared,
the
though.
last time I saw such an evaluation from the game system was... Oh wait, it was the last time. You know, like the time before those 10 matches. Who knows? Maybe it's just a stroke of luck.
You're really gonna force me to do a team match? I don't need online. Why does everything need online? Can I just play a game by myself? I'm getting tired of online and everything. There's no one playing this. Why can't you just make a single-player game?
Wishing you the best of luck.
I said so hard, man. I don't want to play with anybody. Are you really gonna force me to do co-op? Which basically means beg somebody to go into a Discord and beg somebody to play with you. Fuck that. How hard is it to just make a single-player game? I can just play by myself. No servers. No having to go into a server and beg somebody to play because there's no one online. I'm getting tired of that shit. I don't need co-op. Why can't people play games by themselves anymore? I don't want to connect to a server to play a roguelike. I just want to play a little arcade game with decent combat and not be bothered by anybody. Meaning, like, I can play it on Steam Deck without internet access. That game's pretty cool, but now I'm seeing it's forcing you to do team matches to progress. What is the concurrent player base on this game? Like 3 people? Like, come on, man. Your game's not going to be that successful. Stop forcing online. When people see that, they're not going to want to play because there's no one playing. Exactly. I immediately lose interest. It's like when people used to boost on sports games on 360 to get the online achievements because, you know, they put one of those games out every 10 months. So, despite how much they sell, everybody just moves on. They used to have, like, boost parties on, like, NBA games and Madden games and stuff because they kept putting in achievements to, like, win certain amounts of matches. And unless you're on in like the first couple months, like the launch window, it's impossible to get. I'm like, can you stop doing that? If the game has online, do not force me to use it to progress in any way. I want to be able to get through the whole thing by myself. I'm not a big fan of Discord fighters. I mean, with fighting games, Discord fighters aren't that bad. But when it's something like that that takes like 15 times longer than a fighting game match, it's just going to be even harder to get people to play. I like how this game does it. It has co-op, local and online co-op, but it's not required to do anything. Like, yeah, I don't really care about that. I'm not going to find 3 people to play this with.
Home sweet home.
I'm glad that I can enjoy all the content and not have that shoved down my throat. Because that basically means you need to do that in like the first 3 weeks of the game releasing. Otherwise, you can just forget about that. Unless you go on Reddit and, I don't know, give people $5 to join a room with you. I'm getting really tired of that design. We were kind of like not doing that for a while, but it's kind of started to come back again. Like, oh, you need to do this team match 3 times. I'm like, well, there's like 12 concurrent players. How am I supposed to do that? You don't market the game, and like, clearly the concurrent player base should tell you that
On our way, Father.
forced co-op was not something that people actually wanted.
The way of the ninja.
I offer you a portal of power.
The thing about this game is the co-op is seemingly decent, but it crashes constantly, and the items don't work properly. This game is really buggy. Like, I don't recommend anyone buy this on Switch, even if you like the content I've been putting out for this, because I've been streaming this game and I put up a full run last week. Like, don't buy this on the Switch. The frame rate problems and the bugs really hold it back,
Nice work, Metalhead.
which is about what I expected when they said this is going to be
Consistent little bug.
Switch exclusive. It means it's going to run like crap. Really need to come out with a Switch 2 pronto.
Feeling a bit spicy.
I offer
Switch
you
2, long overdue. You can't even run games like this anymore.
Foul creatures.
May you grow ever stronger.
Let's add fire. I'll take some flame.
We have received a
Gauntlet challenge.
You must want the smoke. We're on the wrong side. We did it.
Well done, my sons.
I offer you a portal of rejection.
Defeat it. You've survived in these sewers long enough.
And so you grow stronger. I offer you a portal of pacing.
Just defending ourselves. Just trying to find our father. This is what we trained for.
A blessing upon you.
I feel like myself, but better.
My multicolored friend.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Hello again. Let's make the most of it.
The Foot have issued a godhood challenge.
Once more. Sorry, old fella. Thanks. Was getting hungry.
Who remembers the
Above ground.
Game
at least.
Informer interview about some guy that got all the achievements in Star Ocean 4, and how it took him like 700 hours or something? I don't know if any of you remember that. The Game Informer did an interview. Some guy got that. That's like, I think to this day, that's like one of the worst games to go on achievements for.
See ya. Don't get back up.
I'm like, man, I'm glad I never cared that much about my gamer score. There were a couple games I did all the achievements on, but it was mostly just like do all the content, not like ride on a horse for 827 hours or stuff like that is just dumb.
And so you
Doesn't
grow
take skill.
stronger.
Like, look, there's no skill in that. You're not gonna lose your gamer card if you don't get an achievement like that. I think achievements are fun if it's like actually doing something skill-based, but as soon as it's like RNG or doing some task that like takes longer than doing everything else in the game, I nope out of there. That's pretty much every Tales game, by the way. Tales games have some of the worst achievements. You need to do this 827 times. I'm like, why? I've already beaten the game on the hardest difficulty. Doesn't prove anything at all. It proves you have evolutionary patience for things that don't matter, like gamer score.
Tell your boss we're coming.
There definitely were some games I do have all the achievements on. They were like actually fun to go for, but a disproportionate amount of them are very just boring and grindy.
May you grow ever
Like you complete the achievements that actually take skill like so early on into your time with it.
A challenge. Should you
It's
accept?
like, well, if I've already done everything that requires skill and the rest is just
my brothers.
doing things repeatedly, I'm not interested. It just slice.
Felt that in my toes. Downhill from here, right?
Victory
Yeah, Star Ocean games commit the sin of being very grindy, but then you don't get New Game Plus either. So it's like...
Let's see what the chairman has in store.
That's one thing that the Tales Platinum trophies have going for them, is like...
Come on.
If you do those achievements, you know, you'll do pretty much everything in the game, right? But...
To become a better ninja.
like, Star Ocean games are ridiculously grindy, and then you don't even get...
Nice. Was
You don't even get to carry any of it over, so... It just feels pointless.
I offer you a portal of plundered pizza.
I'm not doing a grind like that if there's no New Game Plus. So all that ensures is that by the time I do all that crap, I'm not going to want to ever play the game again. Unless, like, 10 years pass, and I get nostalgic for it. Kingdom Hearts does that too, to a lesser degree. All the synthesis stuff, and there's no New Game Plus, so you get a handful of bosses to use it on, and then you ever want to play the game again, you know, you can't carry any of that over. This is just stupid design. There's no point in having those kinds of grindy mechanics and progression in the game if, like, you're not gonna get to carry it over. Game needs to have, like, an insane amount of endgame content for that to be worth it.
You need more training. One too many batteries in this one.
We have received a gauntlet challenge.
Never a dull moment. We go again. Lightning!
Your efforts are futile!
Well, we asked for it.
Yours is not to
Star Ocean 6 had that problem too. It was really grindy and took, like, tons of soft resetting and save scumming the game to get weapons you want, gear you wanted. And then there was no New Game Plus. They couldn't even let you carry over the gear.
Let's try to get through this
It's
in
like,
one
dude,
piece.
I just started cheating the gear in towards the end. I'm like, if I'm only gonna play this once, you're not gonna respect my time by giving me a New Game Plus, then I'm just not gonna do it. That's the thing about Tales, is like, Tales has inconsistent quality, but they've always really killed it with New Game Plus for the most part, and like pretty much every other JRPG franchise pales in comparison. Like, that's one thing that they've always had above the competition, is actually having New Game Plus pretty much every time. So grinding for useless junk actually feels worth it, provided you're gonna play the game more than once. If you're only in it for the story, or you just don't play games more than once, then none of that stuff really matters, but... Took like 8 Kingdom Hearts games for Kingdom Hearts to have New Game Plus.
This won't last forever.
Kingdom Hearts 3 New Game Plus, like, isn't even that great. It only lets you carry over the Keyblades. And you have to upgrade them again, too, I think. So it's like barely anything. It's kind of a slap in the face, honestly.
Astral power.
Alright, you're gonna
Should help.
actually take some inspiration from your competitor and have New Game Plus, but you can only carry over one thing. Alright,
Won't help you keep
you're
your
so
distance.
close.
Don't get back up.
So close to competing with Tails with New Game Plus, but they just never quite get there. You know, Rise is a divisive game, but it was pretty cool that, like, hey, you know, if you wanted to play it more than once, it was nice how you just had to find the grade shop options. You didn't have to grind.
Nice try.
So it took a lot less time. You know, if you wanted to play that game again, they gave you a pretty good incentive to do it. You didn't have to grind grade. It's pretty much just
We have received a gauntlet challenge.
find everything on the first playthrough, and then you can go again if you want.
I've been slimed. Last one standing.
Well done, my sons.
Have a nice day. You need more training. See ya. Felt that in my toes. One man's trash. Rest. Like that. Let's add fire. Let's see what the chairman has in store. Welcome, young one. Hello again. Feels like a dreamer upgrade.
A challenge, should you
You
accept
accept it.
Bring more scrap. I'll bring more. Getting beat.
You turtles need to warm up! Take it easy!
Bless this spot, Rock!
Right with you, Bob!
I knew you could do it!
Rock it away! Now let's get out of here, B!
Follow after them! This does not look good. Ready to dance, Turtle Toes. We gotta take out this barricade! Take that! Get a move on! One more shield to go! Don't stop here, they're up ahead! Uh-oh. Rhinos made it, Rock! And now let's back in here!
They are two times today. No, man! We're gonna great time these shellfricks to get back at him!
We win here and now! Running kiss you scared!
Turn it up, baby! We was just playing! Next time, we...
I will avenge you! Lightning! Felt that in my toes. I hate turtles!
victory.
Every defeat, a lesson. Every victory, a lesson learned. Nice! Who's getting hungry? Whoever has Sensei is clearly powerful. Yeah! Like the rest. Father would be pleased. Back to the lab. One man's trash. Mark 2. This should be a real challenge. That might Bowser has an ego problem. World with one less mouse. This is one of Shredder's best. You need more training. Defeat it. See ya. Get my teeth chattering. Way of the ninja.
Another challenge.
You guys are just really into fire, aren't you? Like that. Tell your boss we're coming. Last one standing.
Victory.
Improvement. Nice. Let's put this scrap to good use.
New merchandise and fresh fare.
A quick look, and we go.
A challenge. Should you accept it?
Until we meet again.
Let me guess. This is your
Devouring
has our power. Outfight him. Dark pain. Serious doom and gloom. Heavy shadow. Dark pain. Serious doom and gloom. Just right. Stand back.
Hey, I have a question. Why does the hard mode shredder have one form and the normal mode have two?
Victorious.
Does anyone think that makes any sense at all?
unimaginable.
It's like they reversed them. You have to go
Incredible
through
job,
2
my
health
brothers.
bars
I couldn't.
on the normal shredder. But that one, he just goes straight to his last form. So why would you ever want to fight the normal shredder? There's no point. And then also, like, both forms of shredder are easier than the hard mode of the first 2 bosses. They are way harder. Very questionable design there. I don't know why it's like that. Why does he have one less form when you fight him like that? Makes no sense. If I had known that, I would have just fought the harder one every time. Alright, well, this game is ready for an overview. Let's see, how much have I done of the game? So probably got about, I don't know, probably like 20 more clears to get everything. Beaten the game 26 times. Alright, I am going to take a break and go to the store. I gotta pick up something for my neighbor and then I'll probably come back. I'll probably play some more Turtles or Lost Castle 2, maybe some Stranger Paradise. I kinda don't want to start anything mega long, because Atlas Fallen new update is in like 6 days, so I kind of want to play that, and I already have it. It's just it had some optimization issues that I'm hoping they will fix. In the event that they do, that'll be the next new game I play. So expect a lot of roguelikes. I'm not really wanting to start any long like RPGs or anything at the moment. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take a break. I'll see you guys in the near future. I'm off today, so as far as I know, I'm off today, so I should be back later. See ya.